Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, January 18th, 2017 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I am passionate about showing up on purpose and in purpose. And today we are actually in our last full day of Sun in Capricorn. The Sun is going to shift on Thursday into Aquarius energy, Thursday afternoon. So the final last little bits of any sign is when, hey, have you gotten the lesson? We've been working on this for almost 30 days. Have you gotten the lesson of what we've been pushing? And this lesson this time that I have been focused on is that lesson of showing up, of being that lighthouse, shining that light. And today is going to be a really interesting day in this energy as we have that T-square, cardinal T-square tightening as the moon moves through Libra and ignites this energy. And so, that T-square energy, it comes to point out where our personal resistance is. It's never about what the planets are doing. The planets aren't fighting with each other. They've been going around for forever, maybe not forever, but for a really long time, working harmoniously. They're like, yeah, you do your thing, I do my thing, but it shows us the resistance within us. And so we're working with this energy. We're working to step into our purpose. And the other thing that this T-square brings, along with the Sun finishing up in Capricorn, is that feeling of, what are you doing with your life? That's the message that I got. And it's not the universe saying that to you. That's that conditioning energy. That's the shoulds. That's society being like, what are you doing with your life? And so what I believe we're being asked to do as we show up in passion, on purpose, in purpose, is recognize that we are the creators of our life. I pulled the scribe card, and as I was looking at the scribe card, I was like, I don't really know how this fits in. And it was immediately like, oh, this fits in because we're writing our life. We're writing our story with our mental attitude, with how we're showing up. So the light attribute of scribe is preserving knowledge and information. But to me, it's like, you're writing your life. What are you writing? And then confirming it, I turned over the cards that I had pulled from Osho, and I had the creativity card. And I was like, boom, there it is. Boom, there it is. How are you creating your life in this moment? And what is the resistance that you're coming up against? So let's look at this. The moon in Libra, bringing on that self-love, finding that balance, finding that center within yourself. That moon in Libra is first squaring Pluto. So Pluto is shifting the structure of things. This is at 17 degrees. That's an 8. So how are you showing up in this different structure? Finding your own balance, finding your own union within yourself. We then have the moon opposite Uranus. So Uranus in Aries is like, who are you really? And are you showing up and supporting, centering that I am vibration within you? And then finally, the moon conjunct Jupiter, 22 degrees, that master level degree is like, okay, now self-love. Self-love for every little bit of that I am vibration that comes up. Own it. Self-love for all that transformation that's going on within you. Own it. Self-love for the power, the flame of power that's coming up and through you in this energy. Own it. Get passionate about that. Seize the passion and let that passion flame your purpose and let that passion help write this energy for you. Now we're building to an interesting energy as well in this. We have Mars in Pisces building into a square with Saturn. So this is actually going to happen early tomorrow, but we're going to feel it building. So more of this square energy, more of that resistance. And this is really interesting because I've been seeing this building and coming up through this week. So Saturn rules Capricorn. So Saturn is purpose. Saturn in Sagittarius is helping us shed old beliefs about things. It's helping us really show up in the now. And that's interesting because Saturn is time, and time is actually irrelevant. So Saturn square Mars, which Mars in Pisces is taking action according to divine timing. It's taking action according to divine order. So as they square each other, you may find that focus on time. I believe I should have what I want right now. There may be that energy. There may be those temper tantrums, Mars energy, because you don't have what you want right now. And I've seen this quite a bit this week. And so it's going to be really recognizing that that temper tantrum that you're having, that resistance to the flow of things, it's what's holding you back from getting in to the revelation of this thing. So it's time to release the temper tantrum. It's time to release that idea of time, recognizing that time is just a concept. It doesn't exist. Now is what exists. Be in the now. Find your happy now. Find that passion now and let that move you in divine order, in that flow, into purpose, destiny, whatever. How are you writing your story? Are you going to write it with temper tantrums galore? Or are you going to write it in like, she flowed gracefully and beautifully and fiery with the tides? That is your option. So, I've got some other interesting cards. This is where I believe we're writing it. I think we're writing it into this abundance, which is being here in the now, being here in the physical, and then also connected to spirit. And that is how we really flow. And it moves us into, which card is it? Success. This success. Eye of the tiger. Keep riding the tiger. Keep riding that passion. Keep riding the fire. That is a fire card, 6 of Wands. Keep riding that into whatever it is that you're writing. But don't get bored writing your story and, cut it off and like, it's never going to work out. That was my dramatic interpretation. Throwing the cards. I also have this, and I think the compromise and suppression cards are kind of what we feel like we have to do when it comes into the what are you doing with your life feeling. Do not suppress yourself to compromise with the universe, to compromise, not with the universe, with society. You're already working with the universe. Stop suppressing yourself so that you can write in the story of your passion on purpose. And speaking of passion and purpose, I actually pulled this card yesterday for GPS and then forgot about it and didn't do it. And then I was like, here we go. It's for this. And it is passion for purpose. So this Rumi card, love like life flows through the heart. Feel the thrill of the flow and say nothing. Rumi, he's got this. He's got this dialed in. Says, as we grow on the spiritual path, so too does our ability to serve life, to serve love, to honor humanity, and to offer a contribution that is unique to us, that could only flow in this particular way through the quality of our own soul light. Every light holds its own beauty, and every light has a particular task to fulfill on the divine path of life. To help us remember this, lest we get too easily distracted by the pain and stress that happens in life, we're given an inbuilt reminder. That reminder is our passion. We may think that passion is not particularly practical. We may feel fearful that with passion there are no guarantees of success, or that we may even be throwing away a stable and secure life. Let's see. To pursue our passion, these are fears of many a modern society, yet they are misplaced. Life supports all beings based on their true nature. The birds are given air in which to fly, and fish are given water in which to swim. Plants are given light of the open plains or darkness of the damp rainforest, depending on their need for growth. Different flowers flourish in different environments. Bees have wings that are very small but powerful enough to move with such speed and rotation that their heavy bodies can fly. Each aspect of creation is given what it's required so it may become what it is meant for its unique destiny to be fulfilled. And so it is with humanity. Each one of us has something in our hearts that means something to us, and it's not irrelevant whether it seems practical or a recipe for success or not. We are simply meant to be what we are, to serve life faithfully from a place of honoring the truth of our nature, that which we genuinely feel passionate about, and to allow for life to naturally support growth according to our genuine nature. So, this oracle comes to you with guidance. You are being initiated more deeply into life purpose. Your passion will reveal itself to you with more depth, nuance, and beauty than ever before. If parts of your life are dissembling or do not seem to be working out as you had planned, these are symptoms of this passionate revelation. It's a passionate revelation. Be curious and open to what presents itself in the wake of the falling away. Be ready for the journey within now. You are strong enough to leave behind the need for external validation. Whilst, I love when they use words like that, whilst you learn to validate yourself, in time, soon enough, in fact, you shall reveal your innermost beauty and be witnessed and received and acknowledged for your innate value, purpose, and divinity. But for now, sweet beloved, dive deep, be defiant, determined to honor your heart so your deep passion may be witnessed by the world and eventually, naturally, make its way into sacred expression in the world. If you have discovered a new talent or purpose or have been dreaming some big dreams, this oracle comes to you with the guidance and confirmation. You are excited. Follow that excitement. Let it lead you into your own heart truth and onto an ever more passionate path of purposeful living. Boom. That's that. So let's finish up Capricorn with passionate purpose. That is it for today. Book a reading if you want to dive in a little deeper, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.